Ah, greetings everyone. 'Tis a time of goodwill. Welcome to my show where we calculate demises and kills. In action and thriller films, we specialise, and today a Christmas classic I will summarise. The director of Superman certainly held his nerve to produce a film of real energy and verve. In between the trees, stockings, crackers, and figs, experience the delight of Roger Murtaugh and Martin Riggs. A real bromance of no equals, so successful it spawned three sequels. Anyway, enough of me yammering on. Let's count some bodies and lethal weapon. Our story begins in the skyline of LA. Atop a tower did a topless girl lay. Given her demeanour, she was clearly high, but when she leapt from the railing, she did not fly. We are then introduced to our heroes of this movie, both coincidentally naked, but no less groovy. One is named Murtaugh, who has just hit 50. With 3 kids and a wife, he's not feeling so nifty. The other is Riggs, not quite right in the head. He lost his girl last year, so he'd rather be dead. For those who haven't seen my show before, for pre-movie deaths I need something more. A simple photo of them will not do. I require a flashback or two. Otherwise, although they may have departed, they're not going on the count, so don't get me started. Some bastard has been shooting at kids, so Riggs goes in to make sure he hits the skids. The sniper proves to be a poor shot. Riggs, on the other hand, is not. In regards to this officer down, a death unconfirmed, so no credit to this sniping clown. Meanwhile, Murtaugh is investigating the girl who got the booby prize. This hooker Dixie proclaims she saw her demise. He realizes he knew the girl's parents, unfortunately. Her father had been trying to contact him recently. Elsewhere, Riggs is facing drug dealers en masse, going all Three Stooges to kick some ass. An ambush leads to 2 lives ended. Another is injured and 1 is apprehended. Amanda's death not ruled a suicide. Draining fluid poisoning means homicide. The start of our hero's partnership suggests a remit, with Murtaugh proclaiming, "I'm too old for this shit." We then follow Mr. Mendez, who's not really a fixture. He's just here to introduce us to the villains of this picture. First, it is Mr. Joshua, who we see, played by the only guy who could out-crazy Gibson, Gary Busey. Then it is the head Grinch who enters the mix. Hey, that's Mitchell Ryan from Grosse Point Blank and Halloween 6. He promises Mendez a shipment of heroin is on its way, so he better get the money together without delay. We then meet Murtaugh's old army chum, played by Tom Atkins, another Halloween alum. Michael wanted to save Amanda before the fall, but now he wants Roger to kill them all. The duo go to question Amanda's pimp in Beverly Hills, where they discover some booger sugar refills. However, this pimp is not messing around, but a shot to the leg puts him to the ground. But wait, he has a gun, so Riggs ends this pimp's fun. Murtaugh thanks him for saving his life, before taking him home to meet his kids and wife. It's a jolly meal for Riggs, full of vim. Even Rianne is making eyes at him. Afterwards, they have a drink on the yacht, and we learn that Rianne can't see her boyfriend Mark because she was caught with some pot. On the following day at the gun range, they feel that there's something about this case that they could rearrange. What if the killer was that Dixie chick? It only makes sense to investigate this quick. Their visit, however, turns out to be a bitch, courtesy of a nasty little present with a mercury switch. At Amanda's funeral, Murtaugh extracts the truth. She was killed to prevent Michael from talking to the sleuth. He worked for a group called Shadow Company during NAM, dealing drugs for good old Uncle Sam. 5 years after the war ended, they reunited their forces, wanting to restart their business using their old Asian sources. Hunsacker's business served as a front, which was nice, but he panicked and thus paid the price. But as Murtaugh tries to extend this information route, Joshy Boy shows up to take Hunsucker out. Later, Riggs is talking with this lovely Hun when he becomes a victim of a hit and run. A bulletproof vest makes the save, and now the bad guys think he's in the grave. A call from dispatch, though, leaves them shaken. Better phone Liam Neeson, your daughter's been taken. Our meeting in the desert is set up, with Martin acting as the backup. Happily, Rianne is looking great, which means with Gustav they can negotiate. Inevitably, death is soon all around. Did you know this film was Oscar nominated for sound? It is time to put an end to this game. General Peter McAllister's his name. Joshua interrogates Riggs to see what he knows, but Martin doesn't have anything more to disclose. But Joshua doesn't believe in what he has to say.
It is to laugh, huh, Mr. J?
Shock therapy is administered by Endo until it becomes too much for our friendo. Meanwhile, Murtaugh's pain isn't exactly mild, especially when they decide to bring in his child. Riggs escapes by choking Endo out, before adding 4 more mercenaries to the count. Our heroes exit through the club, which soon becomes a killing hub. Murtaugh eliminates the general's driver with little fuss, and then the car is hit by a bus. The fire causes a grenade to detonate. Oh well, happy holidays, mate. Joshua heads back to the Murtaugh residence, where the killing of 2 cops gives him precedence. Fortunately, everyone has had enough of this bruiser, except of course for this darn police cruiser. An arrest may make this situation diminish, but instead these psychos have business to finish. It turns into a real brutal title bout, with Riggs winning via technical knockout. Josh is not happy with the result though, so therefore it's time for him to go, go, go. Sometime later, Riggs makes peace at his wife's grave. Still not going on the count, so please behave. Our story ends on December 25th, with Riggs giving up the bullet he was going to off himself with. R&M's partnership is now on to a winner, so let's go inside for some Christmas dinner. Well, many bad guys clearly didn't get the gist, so let's go to the breakdown and figure out who's on Santa's kill list. In total, 28 will awake no more, which means there is a death every minute 4. The Magnum Bullet Award for top death I was tempted to give to Joshua's last breath. Instead, there was little debatement. Amanda's made a great opening statement. A damp squib will go to the kill we didn't see. Sorry, Mark, we hardly knew ye. So that's another episode done. I hope that maybe you had some fun. And if you didn't find this an almighty bore, please like and subscribe if you want to see more. Finally, Merry Christmas to everyone out there. Good night to you all, and please take care. Too much. What do you think? Too much. In action and thriller films, we special. Damn it. Yes, I know, I forgot the DVD. Okay, I'm sorry.